So what are the nature of management? Okay, the nature of management are the following. One is management is a goal-oriented. Second, management is universal. Third, management is an integrative force. Fourth, management is a social process. Okay? Five is management is multidisciplinary. And six is management is a continuous process. Correct. Okay? And then seven, management is intangible. The last, management is an art. Let's discuss the following nature of management. Okay, when we speak of management as a goal-oriented, meaning management has no justification to exist without goal. As I've said a while back, that management or organization should have what? Yes, should have goal. Okay. So, management has no justification to exist without goals. Management goals are called group goals or organizational goals. So, the basic goal of management is to ensure efficiency and economy in the utilization of human, physical, and financial resources. So remember, the success of management is measured by the extent to which the established goals one achieve. Okay? Let's continue. Another nature of management is universal. Management is an essential element of every organized activity, irrespective of the size or type of activity. So meaning, wherever two or more persons are engaged in working for a common goal, management is necessary. So necessary or management is important in all types of organization. That is why management is universal. Okay? In all types of organization, example, family, club, university, schools, government, army, okay, business, that requires management. Therefore, management is a pervasive activity. The fundamental principles of management are applicable in all areas of organized effort. Okay? Managers at all levels perform the same basic functions. So that's the definition of management is universal. Okay, let's continue. Management is an integrative force. Meaning, the essence of management lies in the coordination of individual efforts into a team. Therefore, management reconciles the individual goals with organizational goals. Okay? So management is an integrative force, meaning you have to set aside your personal interests. Rather, okay, focus on the collective efforts, okay, or collective goal of an organization. Okay, next, management is a social process. So when we speak of management as social process, meaning management is a social process because it is concerned with interpersonal relations. The word interpersonal meaning you know or you are very good at in communicating with people. Correct? Because social means or society means people. Human factor is the most important element in management. If you are shy, you are aloof to to talk with other people, then probably you are not a good manager. So a good manager, remember, is that a very talkative one, but in a good way, correct? So that's the definition of management as social process. Okay, let's continue. Management is a multidisciplinary. What's meant by that? So meaning, management has to deal with human behavior under dynamic conditions. Therefore, it depends upon wide knowledge derived from several disciplines like engineering, sociology, psychology, economics, and even anthropology. So, it has a large body of knowledge in management, draws heavily upon other fields of study. So, in that field of study, which I mentioned, meaning management is still there. That's why management is a multidisciplinary. Another nature is management is a continuous process. Management is a dynamic and ongoing process. The cycle of management continues to operate so long as there is organized action for the achievement of group goals, then therefore there is a continuous process. Remember the philosophy of, or a Japanese philosophy, which is Kaizen. It is a continuous process, meaning they are good, but they don't stop with that. Rather, seeking for better or even best. And that is continuous process. Okay, let's move on. Management is intangible. Intangible meaning you cannot touch, right? Management is an unseen or invisible force. It cannot be seen, but it is presence, or its presence rather, can be felt everywhere in the form of what? Results, correct? So when a company rather, okay, is very successful, meaning it has a very good management. That's why management is intangible. You can only be seen through the result or performance of an organization. Okay, let's continue. Management is an art as well as science. Management is also a discipline involving specialized training, an ethical code arising out of its social obligations. On the basis of this characteristic, management may be defined as a continuous social process. Remember that it is a combination of science as well as an art, because when we talk about science, it has an organized body of knowledge, right? Which contains certain universal truth. While art, okay, because managing requires certain skills which are personal possessions of managers. Okay, so that's why management is an art as well as science. So those are nature of management. Again, I repeat, management is goal-oriented. Management is universal. Management is an integrative force. Management is a social process. Management is a multidisciplinary. Management is continuous process. Management is intangible. And the last is management is an art as well as science. Okay.